let's go to page 414 and let's start with number 2. Okay, you have 3 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. So for this one, you can use the outer over inner. Okay, so this is going to be, the outside is going to be 3 times 4 over the inside 5 times 3. Okay, and that way you can just go and cancel, and so the answer will be 4 over 5. Let's go to number 4. You have 5 over 6 divided by 5 over 9. So you can use the outer, so it will be 5 and 9 over the inside, so it will be 6 and 5. And then from here 5 cancel out. 6 and 9 you can divide by 3, so you get 2 and 3. So your answer will be 3 over 2. Let's go to number 6. You have 5 over 6 minus 1 over 3 divided by 2 over 9 plus 1 over 6. Now when you have addition and subtraction, these are terms, so you cannot use this method. So what you need to do is multiply everything by common denominator. So you got 3, 6, and 9, so your common denominator would be 18. Now if you don't know that off your head, you can do the 3, 6, and 9. You can divide by 3. So as long as 2 of the number can divide, you can go and do it. So you get 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so your LCD, okay, is going to be 3 times 2 times 3, give you 18. Okay, so times every term, multiply every term by 18. Okay, and go and get your fraction ready. So that way, as soon as you cancel, go and write it down so you don't forget. So 6 and 18 cancel out, get 3. So 3 times 5 is 15. This one 3 and 18 cancel, you get 6. Down here 9 and 18 you divide, you cancel, you get 2. So 2 times 2 give you 4. 6 and 18 cancel, you get 3. So again, so as soon as you cancel, you write it down so you don't lose track. Okay, and so now you can go and perform. So you go from complex fraction into simple fraction. So when you subtract, you get 9. Over here you get 7, and that's your answer for number 6. Okay, let's go to number 8. You have 3 over 16 plus, now I'm going to write 5 as 5 over 1, so everything will be fraction. And you got 6 over 1 minus 7 over 8. So from here, your denominators are 16, 1, 1, and 8. So your LCD will be 16. So multiply everything by 16. Okay, so get your fraction ready. So as soon as you cancel, you go and write down your number. This one does not cancel, so you just multiply, so you get 80. This one does not cancel, so multiply, you get 96. This one you cancel, so you get 7 times 2, you get 14. And from there, you go and work it out. So 3 plus 80 is 83. This one you get 82. And that's the answer for number 8. Okay, let's go to number 10. In number 10, you have 8, a to the 4 over 5b divided by 4a to the 3 divided by 15b to square. So this one have no addition or subtraction, so you can use the outer over inner. So the outside goes on the top. So you got 8, a to the 4. Let's go not doing the parentheses. And then you have the 15b squared. I'm going to put a bit space in between, so it's more clear. On the bottom, you get 5b times 4a to the 3. Okay. Then after that, you can go and cancel. So 4 and 8 cancel, you get 2 and 1. So do the number and then alphabet after that. So 5 and 15 cancel, you get 1 and 3. Now you do the a. So you got a to the 4, a to the 3, you cancel, you get a left over. You got b squared and b, so you cancel, you get b. So everything got canceled on the bottom, so it's 1. On the top, you get 2a, 3b, so you get total 6a, b. Right? All these are multiplying. Okay, let's go to number 12. Okay, number 12, you got 8x squared y divided by 7z3. The whole thing divided by 12xy squared divided by 21z to the 5. So you can, no addition, subtraction, so you can use the outer over inner. So the outside goes on the top, so it'd be 8x squared y, and you get 21z5, right? So outside goes on the top, the inside goes on the bottom, so 7z3, and you got 12xy squared. Okay. And you can go and start to cancel things out. So 7 and 21 cancel, you get 1 and 3. Okay, 8 and 12, you can divide by 4, so you get 2 and 3. Then you can do the x, so you got x and x squared, so cancel out, you get x left over. And do the y, so y and y squared cancel out. So make sure you go down the alphabet, that way you don't miss something. You got z cubed, z5, so cancel out, you get z squared. So now you're going to collect your terms. So on the top, you're going to get, the number is 2 and 3, so it'll be 6. Alphabet will be x and z squared. On the bottom, you get 3y. Actually, 3 and 3 you can cancel out, so back up. So on the top, you get 2, right? So 3 and 3 cancel out, so you get 2. So you end up with 2x z squared over y. Okay, let's go to 14. Here you have a minus 4 over 3 divided by 2a minus 8 over 9. Okay, so this one, if you group them, you can use outer over inner, or in this case, if you are not comfortable with it, you can multiply by common denominator. So 3 and 9, your LCD is 9, so multiply by 9. So you can cancel, you get 3, cancel. So this becomes 3 times a minus 4. On the bottom, you get 2a minus 8. Now you don't want to multiply out, because you want to go the opposite direction. You want to factor, so you see if you can cancel things out. So on the bottom, you can factor out a 2. So this one, yes, you can cancel out. So answer would be 3 over 2. Right? So again, when you multiply by LCD, you don't want to multiply out, because you want to see if you can cancel. Okay, let's go to 16. You have x minus 3 over 3x squared over x minus 9 over 9x. Okay, so your LCD, okay, so 3 and 9 is 9, and x squared and x is x squared, so that's your LCD. So you want to multiply by LCD, so it would be 9x squared, so 9x squared. Okay, so when you cancel, x squared cancel out, 3 and 9 can cancel, so you get 3 left over on the top. Okay, so notice I put on the top, so it's not as confusing. So now you're going to get 3 times x minus 3 on the top. On the bottom, the 9 cancel out, the x and x squared cancel out, so you got x. So on the bottom, you're going to get x and x minus 9. Okay, and you check if you can do anything else, and nothing you can do. So just leave it as a factor form. Okay, let's go to 18. Okay, number 18, you have 2 over 1. Again, put everything in fractions, so plus x over y, divided by 2 over 1 minus x over y. So in this case, your LCD is y, so multiply everything by y. And go and get your fraction ready. This one does not cancel, so you just multiply, you get 2y. Okay, this one, the y cancel out, so you get x. Over here, you get 2y. This one you cancel, so get minus x. And this is as far as you can go. Okay, let's go to number 20. You have a over 1 minus 4 over a divided by a over 1 plus 4 over a. So your LCD is a, so multiply everything by a. So get your fraction ready. So this one does not, so these are terms, so that's why you have to multiply out. Okay, so this one you can just multiply, so you get a squared. This one cancel, so it'd be minus 4. This one you get a squared. This one cancel, you get plus 4. Okay. Now this one, if you factor, it's not going to able to cancel anything anyway, so you can just leave it that. Okay. So the top is factorable, the bottom is not. So if you cannot factor the bottom, means you cannot cancel. Okay. Let's go to 22. Okay. You have x squared over y squared minus 1 over 1. On the bottom, you have x over y minus 1 over 1. I can put everything as a fraction. So your LCD is y squared, right? You got y squared, 1, y, and 1. So multiply everything by LCD and get your fraction ready. So this cancel out, so you get x squared. This one does not have anything to cancel, so it'll be minus y squared. This one, the y cancel out, so you're going to get xy. This one does not cancel anything, so it'll be y squared. After that, you can do the factoring. On the top, this is the difference of square, so you factor into conjugate, so it'll be x plus y, x minus y. On the bottom, you have to do the common factor, right? So factor the y, so you get x minus y, and x minus y cancel out, so you end up with x plus y over y. Now, do not cancel the y, because this is a term, so do not cancel the term. Let's go to 24. Okay, you got 1 over 1 minus 1 over b over 3 over 1 minus 3 over b. So go and multiply by LCD the b, so multiply every term by b and get your fraction ready. So on the top, nothing cancels out, so it'll be just b. This one over here, the b cancel out, so you get minus 1. Over here, nothing cancels, so you get 3b. This one, the b cancel out, so you get 3. And after that, you have to do factoring. So you can factor out the 3 from the bottom. Okay, and you can put this as a group, so that this whole thing can cancel out. So answer will be 1 over 3. Okay, let's go to 26. You have 1 over a squared minus 1 over 4 divided by 1 over a minus 1 over 2. So in this case, your LCD is 4a squared. The number is 4 and 2, so it's 4, and a squared and a is a squared. So you have to multiply by 4a squared. So get your fraction ready. So the a squared cancel out, so you get 4. The 4 cancel over here, so you get a squared. Over here, the a cancel out with one of the a, so you get 4a. Over here, the 2 and 4 cancel out, so you get 2a squared. Then you have to do the factoring. On the top, this is the difference of squares, so factor into 2 plus a, 2 minus a. On the bottom, you have to factor the 2a by common factor. So you're going to get 2 minus a, and 2 minus a will cancel out. So you get 2 plus a over 2a. So you do not cancel any of these because these are terms, so cannot cancel out terms. Okay, let's go to 28. You have 2 over y squared plus 1 over y divided by 8 over y squared plus 4 over y. Okay, so your LCD is y squared, so multiply everything by y squared. So get your fraction ready. So y squared cancel out, so you get 2. The y and y squared cancel out, one of the y, so you get y. Over here the y squared cancel out, so you get 8. Over here the y and y squared cancel with one of the y, so you get 4y. Then after you have to do factoring. The top cannot do anything, but the bottom you can factor the 4, so you get 2 plus y. And you can put this in the group, so you can cancel. So the answer is 1 over 4. Okay, let's go to number 30. Okay, number 30, you have 4x over 4x plus 1 over 2x divided by, now make sure you give yourself enough room to write all the stuff. So you got 2 over 4x plus 1 plus 2 over x. So your LCD, you have to do so you look at denominator. So you got x, 2x, 4x plus 1. So your LCD, the number is 2, the alphabet is x, and the group is 4x plus 1. So that's what you need to multiply. So you need to get 2x and 4x plus 1. So 2x, 4x plus 1, 2x, 4x plus 1, 2x, 4x plus 1. So multiply. Okay, so that way when you cancel, you can see what's left over. So this and this cancel out. So the left over, when you multiply, you get 8x squared. This one cancel with that, so you're going to get 4x plus 1. And then on the bottom, this cancel with that, so you get 4x. Over here, the x cancel out, so you're going to get 2 times 2 times that, so that's 4. So multiply this first. So 4 times that will give you, so this will give you 16x plus 4. Okay. Then after that, you go ahead and combine the like terms here. Over 20x plus 4. And you can try factor, so this is not factorable. So if one of them is not factorable, then you won't able to cancel. So that would be the answer. Okay. Let's go to number 32. You have x plus 1 over y plus 1 over x minus 1 divided by 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over 2y. So again, over here, your LCD, the number is going to be 2, alphabet is y, and the group is x minus 1. Okay, so that's your LCD. So that's what you need to multiply. So you got 2y, x minus 1, 2y, x minus 1, 2y, x minus 1, 2y, x minus 1. Okay, so get your fraction ready. So that's how you simplify the complex fraction. So you can go from complex fraction to simple fraction. Okay, so over here, the y and the y cancel out. Now you have to multiply this. Notice it's a conjugate, right? So you go up to the side, so that when you multiply, you can go up to the side to multiply that. Okay, so you got x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, so this is over here. Now you always want to multiply conjugate first, okay, because it will make things a lot easier. So conjugate, when you multiply, you get x squared minus 1. Right? So this will give you x squared minus 1. Then after that you distribute, so you get 2x squared minus 2. Okay, so that's that one. This one cancel out, so you're going to get plus 2y. Okay, on the bottom, this cancel out, so you're going to get 2y. This one get cancelled out, so it'll be plus x minus 1. And check see if you can factor anything, cannot. So this is your answer.